Lagos. She'll be joining us later. Musa Abubakar is here in Abuja with business highlights. Musa?
Equities market begin the week in positive territory.
And Ayo Makinde is in his sporting corner with highlights. Ayo?
Well, the Super Eagles head coach Eric Shell says the Eagles will shell Bafana of South Africa on Tuesday.
We look forward to the details, Ayo. Thank you. Remember that this broadcast is being streamed live on our website, nta.ng/live. Do follow us across social media. Our handles are displayed on the screen. And stay till the end for clips of the blood moon for those who missed it. And do bear with me, I do have a bit of a cold, so you might just hear some sniffles. And now the news in detail. Security agencies have given more details on the arrest of leaders of the Ansaru terrorist group. A joint press briefing coordinated by the National Orientation Agency disclosed that citizens' cooperation led to the arrest of the internationally connected terrorists, among other successes recorded by various security agencies across the country in the last 1 month. Kenneth Nanim reports.
Security, they say, is everyone's business. Agencies saddled with the responsibility of providing security are here, explaining how operations have been upscaled to achieve results.
Police made 1,950 arrests and rescued 141 victims. NDLEA seized 66,255.81 kilograms of narcotics and deployed 48 new vehicles to the field. EFCC secured 588 convictions with over 21.06 billion naira recovered. NAFDAC seized 17 containers of falsified and unsafe goods, and immigration strengthened border control with 10,803 visas approved.
The capture of leaders of Ansaru and Mahmuda terror groups were attributed to a tighter interagency coordination, credible intelligence-led actions, as well as expanded efforts to combat misinformation.
The government position in all of this, the armed forces are prioritizing civilian protection and precision strikes guided by actionable intelligence in line with the directives of Mr. President.
The briefing also pointed to efforts by government to strengthen border surveillance, safeguard foodstuffs and other consumables, as well as intensify anti-corruption fight. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
Still on numbers, Nigeria is hosting data protection authorities from 6 African countries in a week-long governance study in Abuja. Ayodeji Makinde reports that the conference aims to deepen data privacy frameworks and share knowledge.
The trajectory of Nigeria's digital economy is an attraction that is promoting collaboration with global and continental partners. As Nigeria steers the wheel of digital transformation in Africa, the European Union and NEPAD join in this course to fortify data governance, safeguard data rights of citizens, and digital resilience.
Please see this as also a trainer program where we get back to our countries so that we just dump all we've acquired there. Let's try and see how we can organize different teams, different organizations, different countries. Try to impact knowledge.
The EU remains your long-term partner, committed to multilateralism, digital inclusion, and African digital sovereignty.
The call for more strategic investments to transform policy into action re-echoed with the Senate Committee on ICT and Cybersecurity.
The people that can make this thing happen are the lawmakers in your country. If you do not engage them, if they do not understand what the issues are, it is a lot easier to legislate on roads, on buildings, on something physical than to legislate on data.
The wait for Nigeria's digital economy and e-governance bill to become an act of parliament is on, as the country navigates towards a secured cyberspace dominated with the currency of data. In Abuja, Ayodeji, Makinde, NTA News.
On the health front, West Africa has learned valuable lessons from Ebola, COVID-19 and Lassa fever. But Lassa fever has proven to be a recurring disease in the sub-region, threatening ECOWAS health security priorities. Curtailing the spread of Lassa fever is therefore the major concern for experts at the regional conference holding in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Kelvin Ewunaye reports.
A convergence of global experts in infectious disease control brought together by the West African Health Organization, WAHU, in furtherance of ECOWAS Health Security Initiative. Scientists, policymakers, and donor agencies are brainstorming on how to work out a roadmap to find solutions to Lassa fever threat in the sub-region, with major focus on finalizing research on vaccination, identifying as most realistic solution as cost of treatment to ribavirin, the only available drug, continue to surge, and mortality rates on the rise in many West African countries. What Nigeria and Senegal have done in scaling up diagnostic efficiency in Lassa fever control over the years is one that gives hope that the scourge can be overcome with enhanced regional collaboration, which ECOWAS is seeking with this conference.
I believe that a lot of progress has been made in the Lassa fever field since the last meeting. We just need to increase the momentum. We certainly need a lot more investment to move things along, and we need more hands on deck.
Here is finding a roadmap for a governance structure for managing Lassa fever and other infectious diseases, using templates from countries like Nigeria and Senegal to accelerating regional solutions. In Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, Kelvin Ewunaye, NTA News.
Back home in Nigeria, the country has taken delivery of essential maternal and newborn health commodities valued at 30 billion naira. The initiative is part of President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda aimed at revitalizing the country's health sector. Olusheye Adiagbo reports.
For decades, Nigeria has borne one of the world's highest maternal mortality rates. To confront this crisis, the Nigerian government launched the Maternal and Neonatal Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative, MAMI, under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Data shows that 172 priority local government areas across 33 states account for 55% of all maternal deaths. In response, MAMI has already been rolled out in 21 of those 33 states. To support this rollout, 21 categories of essential maternal and neonatal health commodities will be distributed.
When you don't have enough resources or time to go everywhere at once, what you do is you prioritize where the need is biggest. And that's the basis for selecting 10 states to start with. Identified local governments. 80 out of the 172 MAMI local governments are in these 10 states, and supporting them with these commodities.
Each state, the 21 states we have been to, they actually have done their annual operation plan, and they have the MAMI implementation plan all inside the annual operation plan, meaning government budget will, be used to fund this AOP, and whatever that is coming from here now is basically to prime the pump.
For development partners, MAMI represents more than a government program. It's a reaffirmation of collective commitments to protecting the lives of mothers and newborns across the country. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
From health to education and literacy, Nigerians can close the gap of digital exclusion and open doors to a brighter and inclusive future for all if they work together, says First Lady Oluremi Tinubu in her message marking this year's International Literacy Day with the theme Promoting Literacy in the Digital Era. While noting that the focus of the celebration challenges the nation to empower its youth, women and the underprivileged with the tools to thrive in a digital world, the First Lady expresses a strong conviction that a literate population is the foundation of boundless opportunities. The National Business and Technical Examination Board, NABTEB, has held a review and validation of syllabi of 26 trades for technical colleges towards achieving educational excellence and economic transformation in the sector. Dennis Adekunloye reports that this initiative is expected to reshape the technical education landscape in Nigeria.
With the ultimate aim of developing a syllabus that will prepare young people for modern economic success, this review and validation exercise represents a collective commitment to ensuring that Nigeria's technical education system remains dynamic, relevant, and aligned with both national development objectives and international best practices. The National Business and Technical Examination Board, as the premier examining body for technical and business education, recognizes that assessment frameworks must evolve to meet the demands of the modern economy, and this initiative is designed to respond directly to 21st century challenges, ensuring graduates are equipped with applicable skills for the dynamic labor market. The 26 trade areas under review and developed by the National Board for Technical Education represent critical sectors pivotal to Nigeria's economic diversification and the quest for technological independence.
Everyone you see here will now meet and help us to transmit this curriculum to syllabus.
It is to ensure that the review of the curricula take full consideration of the skill needs of the industry, so that when people leave our technical colleges, they are industry relevant and they are work ready.
For this initiative to succeed, there is an appeal for industry partnerships by way of internship opportunities, workplace learning experiences, and employment pathways. In Abuja, Dennis Adekunloye, NTA News.
The All Progressives Congress has described as false a statement attributed to former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, which alleges that President Tinubu is destabilizing opposition political parties. National Publicity Secretary of APC Felix Morka says Tambuwal's appearance on television making unsubstantiated allegations against President Tinubu and the APC is regrettable. APC urges the Africa Democratic Congress, ADC, to fix the crisis, face charges of movement of monies by the anti-graft agencies and distracting Nigerians. This is the network news on. Stay tuned for more reports.
To notify the general public, particularly allottees, Federal Capital Territory FCT, His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike, CON, has approved a reviewed land use clause of properties on the underlisted streets locations of the Federal Capital City FCC: Ghana Street, Maitama District; Osuma Street, Maitama District; Yakubu Gawan Crescent, Asokoro District; Aminu Kano Crescent, Wuse 2 District; Adeto Kumbo Ademola Crescent, Wuse 2 District; Lado Kiakintola Boulevard, Garki 2 District; Gimbia Street, Garki 2 District; Onisha Street, Garki 2 District; Ogwamosho Street, Garki 1 District; Lafayette Close, Garki 1 District; Yola Street, Garki 1 District; Abriba Close, Garki 1 District; Lambata Street, Garki 1 District; Ringim Close, Garki 1 District; Ilorin Street, Garki 1 District. All affected allottees, holders of properties who, without approval, converted the land use of their properties on the above listed street locations, having violated the terms and conditions of grant of the right of occupancy, are hereby given 30 days from Wednesday 10th of September 2025. Violation fee of 5 million naira. The allottees title holders should visit the FCDA Department of Land Administration at number 4, Peace Drive, Central Business District, Abuja. Original title documents and valid means of identification for collection of their respective letters of conveyance of approval for the land use change conversion containing details of the new land use and applicable fees. Under this exercise, the Honorable Minister has in addition graciously approved the issuance of new title documents, statutory rights of occupancy and certificate of occupancy in favor of the affected property owners, reflecting the updated land use of the properties for a fresh term of 99 years, fulfilling all necessary conditions. However, consideration for issuance of new documents. Statutory rights of occupancy and certificates of occupancy under this exercise did not cover land and titles earlier withdrawn revoked due to non-development, non-payment of ground rent, and or other reasons. Details of defaulters will be published in the national newspapers and online media from Monday, September 8, 2025.
Across Nigeria, thousands of health facilities still operate without reliable electricity, putting lives at risk. But when electricity powers health, vaccines are preserved, surgeries are safer, and lives are saved. That's why the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Power, proudly presents the first National Stakeholders Dialogue on Power in the Health Sector. Theme: Powering Health through Public-Private Synergy, energizing Nigeria's health sector for the future. Date: September 9th and 10th, 2025. Time: 9 a.m. daily. Venue: Ladi Kwali Hall, Abuja Continental Hotel. Special guest of honor: His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Hosts: Professor Muhammadu Ali Pate, Coordinating Minister, and Dr. Isiaq Kunle Salako, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare. This dialogue will feature the meets health. Every light saves a life. Announcer: Daju Kachalon S, MNI, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare.
I'm living in my lane, happy every things are not the same. Oh no, now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why I know they fear? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean no fit finish, skyway no get limits. I have all I need. Data unlimited, data unlimited.
To enjoy unlimited data on your devices, visit airtel.com.ng/HBB.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
The game is changing, consumers are winning, businesses are serving every consumer need. FCCPC is watching. FCCPC is watching. Listen to the voice of the consumer. Say that with your service, so be good with your products. Every consumer is a king. Ever promise to work and deliver a village. Deliver what you promised. Refund when you can't deliver. FCCPC is watching.
Yes, every business must play fair and deliver what they promise. Never promise the world and deliver a village. FCCPC, promoting choice, ensuring fairness.
Wow! Awesome! There's always more with Mr. Chef in the Mr. Chef Extra Jar promo. Buy the 100 cubes pack, get 10 free cubes. Buy the 50 cubes pack, get 5 free cubes. Available in beef, chicken, mixed spices, and all-purpose variants.
It's nice to know you're still watching the network news on NTA. The 11th Annual Conference of Public Accounts Committees of West African Parliaments is holding in Abuja with emphasis on strengthening oversight of public debt, deepening fiscal discipline, and ensuring public resources are delivered to the people. National Assembly correspondent Muhammad Rabiu Ali reports.
Data from the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's domestic and foreign debt at first quarter 2024 stood at 121.67 trillion naira, indicating growth of 24.99% on quarter basis. In line with this development, Nigeria is leveraging on the WAPAC conference to chart the way of addressing debt surge in the member nations.
Rising debt levels, elevated debt service costs, constrained revenues, and shrinking development finance collide with, of course, the usual growing, almost unlimited demands for public spending.
The rising burden of public debt has become a matter of urgent national and regional concern. While it is widely accepted that public debt remains a vital instrument for financing development, it must be emphasized that such debt must remain sustainable, transparent, and justifiable.
Other participants stressed the need for strong parliamentary oversight in the pursuit of vital goals as West African nations grappled with severe fiscal pressures of public debts.
I urge us all to see this as a fundamental responsibility to ensure that our debt framework are transparent. Public debt, when managed prudently, can be a tool for growth and prosperity.
It is expected that meaningful outcomes will emerge where nations will be freed from the weight of unsustainable debts and align with the needs of citizens. From the National Assembly, Muhammad Rabiu Ali.
Still talking aligning the needs of citizens, Nigeria is committed to harnessing emerging technologies as catalysts for national transformation, innovation and productivity. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation stated this at the annual National Management Conference of the Nigeria Institute of Management, Chartered, held in Abuja. Deborah Balagbubu reports.
The strategic roundtable is aimed at equipping managers and professionals with the knowledge and tools to harness emerging technologies for business growth, with the theme leveraging emerging technologies to drive innovation, creativity and productivity. It is an opportunity to share knowledge and explore latest best practices in the management and technology adoption.
And we all agree that in this era of technology, there should be a better interface between technology, artificial intelligence, and the workplace, where indeed humanoids and robots are beginning to take over.
Is ensuring that Nigeria not only keeps pace with global technology trends, but also leverage them to unlock creativity, drive industrial competitiveness, and create sustainable jobs for millions of Nigerians.
Technology is something that we must all embrace. Nigeria will be better than the US when we are able to convert our negative energy into positive energy.
This year's conference will feature panel discussions and breakout sessions on topics such as artificial intelligence, youth empowerment, human capital development to address modern management challenges. In Abuja, Deborah Balagbubu, NTA News.
Stories of resilience and transformation are unfolding in Jigawa State as global development partners spotlight the state's bold steps to secure a healthier, smarter and climate-ready future. From upgraded health centers and schools to renewed hope for women and children, Jigawa is redefining what sustainable development means at the grassroots. Muhammad Musa Askira reports.
Development Director of the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, Cynthia Rowe, says the state's determination to tackle climate change and strengthen healthcare systems is not just impressive but vital for sustainable growth. On her part, UNICEF country representatives Wafaa Saeed explains that the delegation is in the state to formally hand over climate-resilient infrastructure executed by the partners. She commended Jigawa for achieving 60% immunization coverage and for returning thousands of out-of-school children back to the classroom.
What we hope is that through the modelling that we are doing here today, that we will find a model that can scale up across Jigawa, across other states and across Nigeria.
We have upgraded 29 facilities. Of these, 12 are health centers and 17 are school. using climate smart solutions.
As a mark of our appreciation for these interventions and considering their long-term positive impact, Jigawa State Government will pursue a gradual scale-up of the CRIPS initiative.
Already under the Climate Resilient Infrastructure for Primary Health Systems program, over 90 facilities have been upgraded in the last 2 years. Out of 287 primary healthcare facilities across Jigawa political wards, 181 have now been modernized, with another 40 currently under renovation. From Dutse, Muhammad Musa Askira, NTA News.
Meanwhile, in Kano, hope has shifted from promise to reality. Under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, families once confined to tents and makeshift shelters are now stepping into permanent homes. At the Dan Itache resettlement city in Ganduje, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons has gone beyond pledges, delivering palliatives worth millions of naira to restore dignity and self-reliance. Fatima Sanusi Arai reports.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, rebuilding shattered lives, is finding real expression in Kano. At the Itachi resettlement city in Ganduje, the Wakintofa local government area, 150 displaced men, women and children have exchanged years of uncertainty for the keys to 100 brand new homes. Along with shelter came vital tools such as farming equipment and school materials distributed.
The total of over 11 million naira was invested to procure these items for us to reduce the burdens of these internally displaced persons.
For Hadiza Abubakar, whose husband was kidnapped a decade ago, raising 2 daughters alone was a struggle. Today, with 2-bedroom apartment and the means to farm her own food, Hadiza says dignity has been restored.
Wherever we go, we used to face a lot of challenges, but thank God for the support we get from the Humanitarian Commission.
We really appreciate the effort so far made by the Commission.
For thousands of internally displaced persons, government support is more than policy. In Kano, Fatima Sanusi Arai, NTA News.
Thank you, Fatima. Pharaoh John Umunobo has been relieved of his appointment as the Special Assistant to the President on Digital and Creative Economy, Office of the Vice President, with immediate effect. A statement by the Director, Information and Public Relations, State House, Abiodun Oladunjoyi, urges the general public not to have any dealings with him in relation to. It's now time to join Adeola in Lagos for more news. Adeola.
Jatu. On the Third Mainland Bridge was hampered early Monday morning when residents protesting the demolition of structures at Oroshoki community mounted barricades to prevent vehicles from descending the bridge at Oroshoki terminal. Musa Toliet has the rest of the report.
Aggrieved protesters came in large numbers, chanting and preventing free flow of traffic from the Third Mainland Bridge. They accused the Lagos State government of rendering several families homeless and stranded after demolishing their houses without due notice or compensation. The protest caused severe gridlock on the ever-busy Third Mainland Bridge, forcing motorists and some commuters to negotiate alternative routes into the Lagos mainland. Distress calls from motorists necessitated the intervention of a detachment of police personnel from Lagos State Police Command. Commissioner of Police Olonda RHEMA advised residents to embrace peaceful and lawful protest so that their grievances will not meet untold hardship on innocent members of the public.
When I came, I spoke to them, addressed them, and let them know the need not to be violent and the need not to be law-abiding and not to take law into their hand. But all my appeal to them fall on deaf ear, and we have to use minimum force to push them off the road so that members of the public can have access to the way. Your rights stop where you want to infringe on other people's rights. You don't do this if you have any reason whatsoever to complain about any action being taken by any government at whatsoever level. You have the laid down way to do so.
Free flow of vehicular traffic has resumed, and there is deployment of police personnel to ensure law and order is not threatened in the axis. In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
The newly appointed trade envoy to Nigeria, Florence Eshalomi, has highlighted fintech and the creative economy as fundamental areas of collaboration between Nigeria and the UK to promote economic prosperity. She disclosed this during a meeting with leaders of Nigeria business community in Lagos. Amaka Owo reports.
Lagos is set to have the fastest growing innovative fintech ecosystem and creative economy. Definitely, this suggests the commercial nerve center as a favorable investment destination and has given rise to the recent visit of government officials from the United Kingdom to Nigeria with the objective of extending operations of British businesses to Nigeria. Officials of the British High Commission say the strength of the commercial relationship between Britain and Nigeria is valued at £8 billion, with an annual growth put at 9%.
The two countries already share a deep history, cultural ties, the language, food, the culture, those influences of Nigeria right throughout the UK and vice versa. So it's how we build on that to look at supporting economic development, to creation, to look at supporting those key trade deals. So you've got schemes like the ETIP, you've got schemes like the developing countries trade investment, which is vital for Nigeria.
The UK seeks to deepen its trade partnership with Nigeria, especially in the areas where they have the advanced experience value addition, such as the fintech and the creative sector, where Nigerians are set to occupy a predominant position at a global level. In Lagos, NTA News.
And those other reports from Lagos, the network news will continue in Abuja in a bit.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as sure banker. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, you said go make am. Come on, go Bible.
Victor, even you they use money point.
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
Yaya.
Yanzu yarinyar na hatta manta gida? Bari nin dafa.
Mom's Pride seasoning cubes, now available in Kayamia flavor. A perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kayamia, Mom's Pride Dadawa, and Mom's Pride beef flavor. Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
From the heartbeat of Lagos to stage across the globe, the rhythm of Afrobeats is unstoppable.
Indeed, Afrobeats isn't just a genre, it's a global movement.
Our Nigerian talents have taken the world by storm, and the good news is you can too.
And that's why we're here, to discover the next Afrobeat star.
Together, we've produced many of the biggest Afrobeat hits that have gone global. And now, we've managed to produce the future of Afrobeats. The next Afrobeat star isn't just a reality show. It's a launch pad for your global success.
a pathway that makes dreams.
So if you've got the talent, the passion, and the drive,
text NAS to 13013. Visit www.nextafrobeatstar.com to send in your demo.
Blow us away with your demo and we will call you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your journey to becoming the next Afrobeat star starts now.
Life, they say, is what happens when we are busy making other plans. Right from time, I had my whole dream unfolding ahead of me, ticking all the boxes in my journey. I was that child made for the future, but one day, life took a different turn. I lost my father, my sponsor. The loss of my father was the loss of my whole dream. Every day I worked tirelessly to hold my life together. But the gap felt too wide. Until Nell Fund came with a beacon of hope.
Imagine what the Nell Fund Student Loan Initiative is doing in the lives of many Nigerian students, giving them a future. Nigeria never had it so good. This government is putting more smiles on the faces of the people more than ever before. Renewing hopes, rebuilding Nigeria. Powered by Citizen Connect Initiative.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria.
Comel!
Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get malaria gone.
World. Staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
Supermalt has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Sedap Supreme Noodles is here for you. Because only the finest ingredients go into Sedap Supreme Chicken Essence to give it that truly delicious chicken taste. Sedap Supreme tasty chicken noodles with real chicken essence, capturing the Sedap Supreme tasty chicken goodness. Sedap Supreme Noodles, the essence of tasty chicken goodness. Also available in rich spices variant. Be Supreme Nigeria.
Guys, food is ready.
Suitable for jollof rice, stew, spaghetti, and yam portage. Cooked to impress.
The world needs moms. With a splash of golden terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra Oil, pour pure love.
This is the network news on NTA. We're talking industrial matters. The federal government is in a closed-door meeting led by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Muhammad Megarit Ngyadi, with representatives of the Nigeria Labour Congress, the National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, and the Dangote Group. The meeting is aimed at resolving the lingering dispute over the unionization rights of Dangote employees. Before the session went behind closed doors, the minister appealed to all parties to consider the wider implications of the ongoing Nupeng strike on the nation's economy. He says this is gradually stabilizing. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria has rejected the federal government's planned 5% tax on petroleum products. The labor union, in a statement by the General President Festus Osifo, says the workers are yet to overcome the economic realities following the subsidy removal. The TUC has therefore issued a 14-day ultimatum to federal government to withdraw the plan. Let's now join Musa Abubakar of our business desk for highlights. Musa?
Thank you, Naja. The Executive Secretary of NIT, Dr. Oji Bonaya Oji, has urged civil society organizations to adopt a new agenda in Nigeria's extractive governance. Speaking during a courtesy visit to CISLAC in Abuja, he said civil society organizations must move beyond routine advocacy to evidence-based, solution-driven leadership, tracking energy transition commitments, analyzing disclosures, and tackling illicit financial flows. He highlighted NIT's partnerships with agencies such as EFCC, ICPC, NFRU, MBS, and NMPC Limited, as well as the creation of Data Center for Real-Time Disclosures. Dr. Oji challenged CISLAC to expand its work from bulletins to peer-reviewed journals that strengthen civic knowledge and global thought leadership.
Their roles from monitoring to providing broader oversight of extractive industries, from routine advocacy to knowledge leadership.
Let us recommit our shared values of transparency, accountability, and citizens' engagement. Let us continue to champion reforms that make the extractive sector more responsive to the needs of Nigerian people.
And the stock market, the Nigeria stock market closed today's trading session on a positive note, extending gains for investors. The all-share index advanced to 139,394.75 points, reflecting sustained investor confidence. A total of 36,036 deals were executed, with market activity driven by a robust turnover of over 947 million units of shares, valued at 17.97 billion naira. Meanwhile, the market capitalization climbed to 88.2 trillion naira, highlighting renewed momentum across key sectors. PZ Cussons Nigeria led to the gainers with 10% share price appreciation, closing at 35 naira 20 kobo per share, followed by University, Press, LR Lakes, and Legend Internet. On the losing side, Nigerian Enamel Wear came out last with an end-of-day price depreciation of 10% at 35 naira 10 kobo per share, followed by Industrial and Medical Gases, Union D Consult, and Thomas Yath Nigeria. With today's outcome, the equities market maintained its bullish run, closing the session firmly in positive territory. That's it. The news continues after the break.
One decision, one drop in the water can affect lives in many ways. A change in spending priorities brings support closer to the people, so fields can flourish and food reach more homes. Stronger policies build investor confidence, which unlocks capital, grows business, and creates jobs. From roads to classrooms, homes to markets, reforms touches lives in big and small ways. Next 31, the reform imperative, building a prosperous and inclusive Nigeria by 2030. Join us from October 6 to 8. Register at nestgroup.org/31.
Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop, and easy to stir. Dishes come alive with so much.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care with 5 oils and 5 vitamins. 48-hour nourishment. Helps reduce appearance of stretch marks in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care for your shade of beautiful.
The
MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in Mega promo.
When it's bright and early, get your breakfast right. You need all the nutrients that will hold you tight. Stay in power, you find it all in peak. Every move you make brings got you all the way. And the beat goes on.
Power on every morning with our Peak breakfast to make the most of every day. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance. Smart Balance rice bran oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance oil. Good food, no worries.
TerraQ. Unwrap joy. Unleash taste.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It comes from support when you need help.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point oh.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point oh. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land at Sri Lanka. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
Fried seasoning cubes now available in Kayamia flavor. A perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kayamia, Mom's Pride and Mom's Pride beef flavor. Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
No excuses, just results. The firm directive from the Minister of Regional Development, Abubakar Momo, who issued the charge during a strategic retreat in Abuja to management teams of Nigeria's newly inaugurated development commissions. Ekene Undulue reports.
The event marked the official launch of what the Minister of Regional Development described as a collective mission to build a better Nigeria, one underserved region at a time. With President Bola Tinubu's development blueprint on the table, the message to the newly appointed commission heads was clear. No room for excuses, only results that impact lives.
The presidential priorities of this administration, of the Renew Hope administration, must be your guide in whatever you do, so that you align your projects, your programs and your policies to all this area.
These commissions are the instruments through which his renewed hope covenant with Nigerians will be felt at the grassroots level.
Director General, Bureau of Public Procurement, who anchored the retreat, harped on due process and accountability in procurement. He warned that violations will not go unpunished.
It is not buying keke napep that is development. Development is when in 10 years, 20 years, people see interconnected railways. They see iconic hospitals.
As the commissions prepare to roll out development projects across the country, the public watches with optimism, eager to see words turned into action and promises into progress. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulue, NTA News.
And now for action of a different kind. Sports update live with Ayo Makinde. Ayo, over to you.
Thanks so much, Najatu. We'll begin with football, where Super Eagles are in high spirits ahead of their match day 8 encounter with Bafana of South Africa as they bid to keep their hopes of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup alive. Beaming with confidence and motivation from their 1-0 win over Rwanda in Uyo, Coach Eric Schell is keeping his cards close to his chest as the cheers are on for the maximum points against South Africa at the Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein on Tuesday after their training session hours ago.
We know that this is a big game, so I'm really happy to play this game. Like my players, we are happy, and this is the moment to do a great game.
A level of confidence because of the preparation that we have done. There's no arrogance or because we think something has happened in the game before. So we've prepared well. We'll continue to prepare well today. We're looking forward to the training session. And tomorrow is a new game, new opportunity. But yeah, we definitely have a belief in what we can do as a team.
The match is slated for 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Elsewhere, FIFA will reduce the number of international windows from 4 to 3 in a major change announced by the World Football Governing Body. The adjustment is designed to minimize disruptions to domestic leagues, aligning qualifiers, friendlies and other fixtures into well-defined breaks. This initiative will ease player fatigue, cut down on excessive travel, and create a better balance between club and country commitments. Mixed reactions have met this development, but FIFA maintains it will prioritize player welfare and improve the quality of football. That's your sports. It's back to Najatu.
Thank you very much, Ayo. President Tinubu expresses sorrow at the passing of Leila Euphemia Fowler, lawyer, renowned educationist and founder of Vivian Fowler Memorial College for Girls in Lagos. Fowler, the Yeye Mofin of Lagos and mother of Babatunde Fowler, former chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, died aged 92 years. President Tinubu extends heartfelt condolences to the Fowler family, friends, associates, the management and students of Vivian Fowler Memorial College and the people of Lagos State. The death of Jonathan Adole has been announced. He died aged 60 years. Burial arrangement signed by Chief Patrick Obu on behalf of his League of Friends and classmates indicate that there will be a Requiem Mass at the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Aguiyi-Ironsi Way, Maitama, by 4 p.m. on Wednesday, September 10, 2025, and service of songs and night of tributes will follow at the event center within the church premises by 6 p.m. On Thursday, September 11, Buddy leaves Garki Medical Center Mortuary, Abuja for Makudi for lying in state by 6 p.m. at his residence, number 20 at Ongbera Road, Makudi. Funeral Mass will hold at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Cathedral, Naka Road, Makudi by 8 a.m. Friday, September 12, followed by burial rites and interment at Upa Adoka. And now let's the weather forecast.
Hello and you're welcome. Our weather systems gradually begin its southward shift, bringing the rains more to the central eastern part of the southern cities. Sunday was quite wet as we saw places over the country, particularly of the Federal Capital Territory, recording rains for over 6 hours straight. There's still prospects of rains come Tuesday, and we expect the bulk of these rains to be over the coastal parts of the country, speaking about southern Cross River into parts of Akwa Ibom, rivers into Imo and Bayelsa State. Outpouring rains are also expected over parts of Kogi into Niger and parts of Kwara, with likelihood of flash flooding over this area and the coastal parts of the country. And that's it from here. See you again.
The outlook in Abuja seems to be cloudy and rainy. That concludes the network news on NTA. We'll leave you with these clips of the moon, which turned blood red on Sunday, 7th September. Many missed the rare phenomenon in parts of Abuja where it rained for more than an hour, the full duration of the celestial event. For those who missed the celestial spectacle, be reminded that the next lunar event is a total lunar eclipse expected on 2nd to 3rd March 2026. That's your network news. Thank you for staying with us.